You know that feeling, right? You click buy now on a new pair of headphones, and almost like magic, they just show up at your door the very next day. But here's the thing, it's not magic. It's a massive, hidden journey powered by an incredible system. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain.
I mean, seriously, have you ever really stopped to think about it? How does that one specific item, out of millions and millions of others, find its way from a shelf somewhere in the world and land right on your doorstep so unbelievably fast? Well, that's exactly what we're going to unpack.
The whole secret is something called a supply chain. You can think of it as a giant relay race for your product. It's every single step in the process: the factory, the trucks, the warehouses, the final delivery driver. And every single link in that chain is absolutely crucial. So here's our game plan for this explainer. We're going to follow that entire journey from start to finish. We'll see where our product waits, we'll meet the people and the tech that handle it, uncover the digital brain that's running the whole show, and finally, look at how it's all getting smarter and greener.
To make this whole thing real, we're going to follow a single product on its quest. Our hero, a brand new pair of wireless headphones. They've just rolled off the manufacturing line and are about to start their grand journey toward a future customer. Who knows? That could be you. Now, the engine that drives this whole journey is logistics. Its job is to get four things exactly right: the right product, in the right quantity, to the right place, at the right time. If you mess up just one of those, it can cause this huge domino effect of delays and costs.
Okay, so after leaving the factory, our headphones don't just sit around in some dusty old building. They travel to this highly specialized facility, a smart hub, where they'll basically hang out and wait for the moment you click buy. So let's take a look inside.
Now, you might hear the word warehouse, but there's a really key difference here. A warehouse is for long-term storage, kind of like a storage room in your house. But a distribution center? That's a totally different animal. Think of it more like a busy delivery hub, designed for pure speed and rapid movement. Our headphones are definitely heading to one of these high-speed centers.
Once they're inside, our headphones follow a very specific path. First, they're received off the truck. Then, they're stored in a precise location. As soon as an order comes in, they're picked from the shelf, packed up into a box, and finally they're off to shipping. It's this beautifully organized, non-stop dance. But this dance isn't performed entirely by robots. Well, not yet anyway. It's more like a symphony conducted by a skilled team of people working right alongside some powerful technology. So who are these folks? It really is a team sport. You've got your warehouse associates receiving the goods, your pickers and packers getting the orders ready to go, and your forklift operators handling all the heavy lifting. And of course, you have supervisors who are like the coaches, making sure everything runs like absolute clockwork. And they couldn't do any of this without some serious hardware. It's called Material Handling Equipment, or MHE. We're talking about the real muscle of the operation: forklifts, pallet jacks, and conveyor belts that can move thousands of pounds of goods safely and efficiently, protecting both the products and the people. And with all this heavy machinery moving around, you can bet that safety is the absolute top priority. Any well-run facility lives and breathes by its standard operating procedures, or SOPs. The best way to think of it is like a lab manual for every single task. There's a precise, written, and most importantly, safe way to do everything. Okay, but how does a picker know exactly where to find our specific pair of headphones among millions of other items? Well, that's where we move from the physical world into the digital one, into the invisible brain of the whole operation. That brain is called a Warehouse Management System, or WMS. It's this incredibly sophisticated piece of software that knows the exact location of every single item in the entire facility. It's basically the air traffic controller for everything that moves. So how does it keep track of everything? Well, every item gets its own unique identity using tech like barcodes, QR codes, or sometimes even tiny RFID chips that can be scanned from a distance. Each scan instantly updates the system, giving it a real-time digital map of the entire building. This creates what's known as a perpetual inventory system. And, it's just like your bank account. Every time something is added or taken out, the total is updated instantly. It's incredibly accurate and gives managers a perfect view of their stock at any given moment. All right, so our headphones have been picked and packed. They're ready for the final leg of their journey. But getting the order right is really only half the battle. The entire system is constantly being fine-tuned for speed, for accuracy, and for efficiency. A huge measure of success is order accuracy. Top-tier facilities are aiming for 99% or higher. What that means is for every 100 orders they ship, 99 of them have to be perfect. The right item, in the right condition, sent to the right person.
In a world of millions of packages, anything less just isn't good enough.
Now, to get our headphones to you, the system has to choose a mode of transport. And it's all a trade-off. Air is the fastest, but it's the most expensive. Water is the cheapest, but it's the slowest. For our next-day delivery, it's probably a carefully planned combination of trucks on the road and maybe even a quick trip by air. But how do these massive operations actually get better? Well, many of them follow a Japanese philosophy called Kaizen. It's not about making one huge disruptive change. Instead, it's about empowering everyone to make small, positive improvements every single day. One way they practice Kaizen is with this really simple but powerful loop: plan, do, check, act. So if there's a recurring problem, like a bottleneck at a packing station, they'll plan a small change, they'll do a test run, they'll check the data to see if it worked, and if it did, they act to make it the new standard. It's a constant cycle of getting better. And these days, getting better also means getting greener. Modern logistics is getting more and more focused on sustainability. We're talking everything from solar panels on warehouse roofs and electric forklifts inside, to optimizing routes to save fuel and a huge push to recycle packaging materials. So that one simple click you made wasn't really that simple at all, was it? It triggered this massive, perfectly coordinated journey. It's like a ballet of people, powerful machines, and brilliant software, all working together across this vast supply chain just to get that box to your door. So the next time you track a package and you see it moving from city to city, you'll know the incredible complexity that's happening behind the scenes. So the question is, what hidden journey will you be starting with your next click?